freedom of speech, freedom of movement and assembly, freedom of religion, freedom to work and trade, freedom to educate. Freedom is something that many of us have taken for granted in Australia. But recent events have taught us that freedom is a fragile thing, and the biggest threat to freedom is not a virus, but authoritarian politicians in government. Their heavy-handed response to COVID has not only trampled on our freedoms, it has destroyed lives, crippled businesses, ruined jobs, separated families, denied opportunities to children, divided the nation, and increased our national debt for future generations to pay off. We can't let them do this to us again. And we can't let them simply shrug it off and move on. The people who did this to us need to be held to account. My name is Mark Hornshaw. I'm a husband and father of 6 children, and we decided to make our home on the beautiful mid-north coast to enjoy the idyllic mix of rural and coastal lifestyle, all within a community of like-minded, freedom-loving people. I've also served as president of a state sporting organisation, and I've worked in overseas aid and development, and I've previously run telecommunications businesses. I'm now a university lecturer in innovation and entrepreneurship and in economics. As a member of the Liberal Democrats' National Policy Committee, I was one of the authors of the Freedom Manifesto. This document outlines 10 key policies to get the government off your back and restore the freedom to live your life and build community at the local level. It's a radical alternative to the political status quo, which I encourage you to read. But I feel it's also important to be on the front lines in this fight. I've put up my hand to run as the Liberal Democrats candidate for Lyne to stand up to the major parties and say, enough is enough. If we don't put a stop to what's going on, our children won't be able to grow up with the same freedoms that we've known. I will stand up to government overreach and fight for our freedoms. I want Australians to be able to live and work with less government interference in their lives, and to keep more of their own hard-earned money. I want people to be able to use their own savings to start a business if they want to, and to be able to run that business with less red tape and interference. The Liberal Democrats are the party of small government and personal freedoms. We will never vote for an increase in taxes or a reduction in freedom. We believe in freedom over fear. The major parties, Liberal, National, Labor and Greens, have never been more similar in their approach. Their motto seems to be, from each according to my ability to extract it from them, to each according to my need for their vote. They have no guiding principles, just a lust for power and an attitude of government knows best. There's never been a more pressing need to vote all of them out, and there's a need for principled people in politics. The Liberal Democrats will restore our country to the old normal. No more lockdowns, no more mask mandates, no more citizen tracking and vaccine passports. These things have no place in a free country, and we want vastly reduced taxes and a smaller government. Our nation is at a fork in the road. What future will you choose for you and your children? This election, vote for less government, more freedom. If you can help with this campaign in any way, I would love to hear from you. Please get in touch. And if you can make a donation to the campaign, it will go a long way in this David and Goliath fight. Thank you for your support.